Rip hard, really do it hard, look at here. We can buy the boy all night, look at here. I can show you what a steady like, look at here. Hard, look at here. Hard, look at here.
It's Earth's finest water.
Today we're talking back at you with another movie review. We're talking about ALITA Battle Angel. It is worth going to see. ALITA Battle Angel is what we call a remake. I would call a remake. It's straight from a manga comic that started in Japan. It was created in 1990 by Yukito Kishiro. And it started with the storyline, the basis of Cyborg, and that's what they did in this film. I'm not going to give you spoilers in this reaction review at all. I'm just going to give you a little snippet what you should know that should get you interested and spark your interest. Basically, it's the cyborg story that can fight her butt off, and it's going to be a trilogy, but it started with that animation, that manga super duper animation from Japan. And my hat's off to those Japanese artists and the creator for coming up with such creative storylines that could be adapted to be made into a movie in itself, period. You could go over there and just go through a whole Rolodex of Japanese action, manga, art, and comic books and make movies about them. It's almost just like our version of what's happening in America today with the Avengers, Black Panther, and so on. So get that, understand it. It has a foundation, and it could go on and on and on. It just depends on how people react to it and how much people really support it. I support it because anytime you have a cyborg in it, talking about science, and you got a little action in it, I'm there. And with the little space type thing, I'm into the Star Trek stuff too. This is that movie for you. And it's awesome sauce. If you haven't done so already, please hit that like button and subscribe. I'm your host, Mr. 2Looker, with this fresh reaction with you taking 2 looks at ALITA Battle Angel. I'm doing all these karate moves because, it'll remind me of black belt theater, and the action in this movie is awesome. Was it Taekwondo? No. It was a new futuristic type of kung fu that was used in this film, and it was captivating. First, you're going to be thrown back by her big old eyes, but if you look at Japanimation and manga art, that's how it's done in Japan, and it's very famous. You heard of Dragon Ball Z, you heard of some of the other ones out there that's excellent. What's the other one I like? 7 Deadly Sins and other famous out there. Naruto, of course, you heard about that. All of these have that particular type battle mode, and the characters always have these huge eyes. It has that kawaii effect. Some of them like that cute effect. Again, I know a little bit about it. My wife is from Japan, and my sons are really into this type of movies. They're really into this type of animation. They're into this type of art and this genre. So, with that said, and they play the video games, of course. But for you out there listening and taking 2 looks with me, go see ALITA Battle Angel. You won't be disappointed. It has a nice little story plot. It has the action. It even have a little love story in there. I'll say this. It has some powerful actors in this. And it's also it's going to be a trilogy, believe it or not. I was upset at the ending, but I had to peel it back, for instance, and think about it, because it actually played along the lines of the comic book. So it's worth it to see. Again, I was kind of pissed at the end, just like I was pissed at the end of watching the Avengers, when all the Marvel characters disappeared. But anyway, it's not about that. This one will make you mad at the end. even though it's watchable, it's very exciting, it's very well played. The battle scenes are off the chain, the acting is great, but you have that good versus evil factor in it. But the ending, I'm like, but I know they do that because they want to do the second film. And it's the actual end. As a spoiler, you're going to see a famous actor who played, I'm not going to say his name, who played the Incredible Hulk in one of those movies. So do your research, you'll see. It's always important, I like to say, I always give things in life 2 looks, because you never know what you're going to see the second time around. Just go with me to the movies and watch ALITA Battle Angel. You won't be disappointed. Peace.
Boy, all night, look at here. I can show you what a steady like, look at here. Fuck talking, get to a party, look at here. Rip hard, really do a party, look at here. We can buy the boy all night.